The CS2 market is changing as we speak, so it's important to go over all the vital changes that are happening. In today's video, we're going to be looking at all the new updates from the glitch Doppler, which drops from the Fever case, and now Valve has fixed it, and what impact this has actually done on the market and on high-tier collecting. We're going to look at the Armory Pass as a tool for profit and investing and how it's completely changed. 4 filler collections were removed, which basically means some items are nearly triple their value right now, and there's a lot of stuff to make money on, and trade-ups could change forever. Now, before we dive deep into all of this video is sponsored by CS Money, a genuine good site I actually use myself. Their trade section has over 100,000 skins you can instantly trade from. You can get that fire combo or snipe insane deals. You snipe this diamond gem for $2,000 on CS Money. If you don't have skins to trade, you can buy directly with PayPal and crypto. And my favorite section, the market to peer-to-peer trading. So many discounts, all low flow items, instantly delivery, like this one. One bomb! Yes! 100! And to top it off, an instant sell and cash out feature. Use the link in the description and check out CS Money. Now, the most recent news since the release of the Fever case, I made a tweet straight away saying that the odds weren't correct, that the gems for the Dopplers were being unboxed way too quick, and since the tweet, a bunch of YouTubers made videos on this. Now, Valve have actually fixed this today, so now everyone who got lucky and got those gems, they're lucky, nothing happened to them, and now the gems are fixed. But typically, a gem knife is 10x rarer than a normal phase. So let's say every 10 phases that get unboxed, one gem knife is supposed to get unboxed. So gems are a lot more rarer, that's why you have that price difference. And yet, more gems were actually being unboxed than the normal phases. Now, on Twitter, Morocco does this tracking, and here are the numbers. The white numbers show what was already unboxed in 2 days, and in the last 24 hours, the green is the additional unboxes. As you can see, there are literally more gem knives than there are phases. Now, in the long run, how does this affect the market? I would say in 6 months' time, it doesn't really matter. Why? Because in the long run, a lot more phases should be unboxed and it should even out. But in the short run, we're looking at a high supply of gem knives, straight away dumped on the market. Now, the only problem is when you go to the high tier stuff. For the collectors, it gets absurd. Let me just show you how. In just 3 days of the Fever case being unboxed, with this glitch, we've had 2 000 float skeleton black pearls. If that doesn't seem insane to you, let me add context. The Chroma 1 case, which is the Doppler finishes, the first ever case came out in 2015. That's 10 years ago. And in a total of 10 years, there are only 2 karambit black pearls at 000 float. Let me say that again, in 10 years of people just mass unboxing cases, all the gambling YouTubers, blah, 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 only 2 000 floats. M9 Dopplers, they're only at 001. Now, you could say, alright, maybe the Chroma cases are bugged. Who knows? Prisma 1 case came out 6 years ago. And in 6 years, the Talon Black Pearl is only at 001. So in 3 days with this Fever glitch case, we've already got 2 000 skeleton black pearls. This is absurd. And potentially these fresh skeleton black pearls are a lot more rarer than what people are going to unbox in the future. Now, I've seen a lot of speculation and some people are saying Valve were just lazy and forgot, but some people are saying they purposely did this on the first couple of days so there would be all this hype on Twitter, your friends, in Discords, YouTube channels, all these people talking about that the perceived gem is luckier, forgetting that the still chance of getting a gold is very, very low at 0.03. And theoretically, this would encourage more of the general CS audience to just try their luck and open more cases when they normally wouldn't. Do you agree? Next, the Armory Pass. All the investors for the gallery case, the sticker collections, and just the collections. Well, all the old stuff is still here, and it's probably here to stay for the foreseeable future. And people don't like that. The market initially crashed, and even though it's recovered on the gallery case, it's still going down. Which doesn't actually make sense considering both the gallery case and the Fever case are fixed at 0.75. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you can work this out by purely just doing the pass cost is $15, which gives you 40 stars, that's 20 cases. $15 divided by 20, 0.75. So the cases should be capped at 75 on the Steam market, maybe a little wiggle room, but overall, in the next week, the Fever case it probably is going to be capped at around 80 cents. Now, I hate to say this, because I've been playing CSGO since 2015 as a kid, but operations are likely never coming back to Counter-Strike. Valve have basically built the building blocks for CS2, a system called the Armory Pass where they can easily just rotate one collection in at a time. For example, let's say they've removed a bunch of maps, which they have. Now, eventually, they're going to start re-adding these maps into new collections. For example, when they turn Lake into a Source 2 map for Wingman, boom, Lake 2026 collection, and it rotates one in, and perhaps one of the older collections such as Sport and Field gets taken away. This basically means that these collections are going to be in here for a much longer time period. Typically, operations only lasted around for 6 months, 5 months. There was a small time period where you could get all these things before the supply was cut, and then all the prices went up. And the longer each collection stays in here, with all the bot farms still operating, the more supply and the harder it will be for the price to go up because of the supply going down. And alongside that, for all the people thinking, is the gallery case a good buy? Why invest into a case which right now is a fixed price and has unlimited supply when there's better cases on the market? You have the Dreams and Nightmares case, which costs like $1.50, and it's still in the active drop pool, which means it has potential to become a rare drop. You can get the True Max Win, which is a Butterfly Emerald, and it can sell for $17,000 cash. That is absurd. Now, alongside 4 filler collections getting removed and the whole XP system getting reintroduced with 3 new collections, Ascent, Beryl, and Radiant, the main thing with investing right now is Train 2025 has shot up. Train 2025 collection has the Glock Emerald, the USB Whiteout, which is pure just fear of missing out, FOMO investors. This collection was already discontinued in 2021, Operation Riptide. It's had 4 years of no new supply, and people hear Train collection's been removed. It's OG Train collection. That's the filler collection for industrial trade-ups. You'll see this all over everyone who does trade-up. It's the P250 Metallic GD-Pat and the Mag 7, and these fillers have already gone up ×2. And the reason why these fillers have gone up rather than the other fillers like the Lake Collection, Bank Collection, is because there are no other good industrial fillers that have 2 outcomes at a cheap price. And let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be live right now on Twitch opening more Fever cases, trading them up to a hopefully not print stream, and looking at new good crafts. Check me out, and see you next video.